right, here we go. I started using a bookmark, so it's a bit easier. I don't have to filter through a whole bunch of these things, pages. All right, so On the River Gran, Among the Quadi, Part 4. Remember how long you've been putting this off, how many extensions the gods gave you, and you didn't use them. At some point you have to recognize what world it is that you belong to, what power rules it, and from what source you spring, that there is a limit to the time assigned to you, and if you don't use it to free yourself, it will be gone and will never return. And that's the end of that one. Short and sweet. Very meaningful. So really the crux of this one, I think, is just procrastination. And it seems like more so procrastination with no real good answer as to why you can't do it right now, why you can't get started on something. I mean, I can think of a bazillion things that I've put off. Some are more minor, like doing laundry, making a bed, cleaning up the kitchen. But I think what he's really getting at here is more so the things that are purposeful in life, and but to an extent, though, also talking about daily actions. But we'll start with the bigger one first. Starting a business, applying to the job that you wanted, applying to the school that you wanted, pursuing a volunteer activity, getting involved with the local community. These things that so often you'll meet people from all walks of life, from all around, and they say, I'll do that, but once I get my ducks in a row over here, I'll do that. I'll do it then. Then I'll have the time. I'll have the capacity. I'll have the resources to begin it now. And sometimes that is true. Like this business, for example, that I'm running. Without a business loan, I wouldn't have the resources to have got it started. So I did have to wait. But you know what I did though is I went out and started applying at banks for loans. I didn't sit around and say, well, I suppose I did sit around for a while thinking, okay, I gotta get that done. I gotta get going on that. But that's what he's getting at here, though. If there's something you want to do and would bring fulfillment to your life, is a responsibility you want to adopt and uphold. It might not even be something tangible like a business or a creative project or something. It might just be more so a set of actions or like how you want to live your life. If you want to be a kind person, responsible, generous, you name it, or maybe like less angry, less resentful, less annoying, something along those lines. So it can be tangible, it can be, behaviors, thoughts, I want to stop being so much in my own head. I want to stop, or I want to be happier day to day, look at the positive side of things more often. But if what he's getting at here, though, is if that you constantly say to yourself, well, I'll work on my happiness when I finish school, or I'll get started on that project once my first kid is born or something, or once they're out of the house. These are they're taking away from that part of you that's longing to be animated and brought into the world, and there won't be satisfaction until that's brought into the world, or at least you give it a good try and learn, hey, is this something I actually want to do? Do I actually want to be a kinder person and more energetic, or am I happy being kind of content and more level-headed type of individual day to day? Just an example. There's some things that you just got to do, and it goes back. I don't know if it was the passage before this. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I'm looking at there. Discard your thirst for books. It's kind of in line with that. It's, there has to come a time when Yeah, doing appropriate research, I'll always personally be an advocate for that. Doing some good research, figuring out a good plan of action, but then implementing it. And then that famous quote by, I think, was it Mike Tyson or Muhammad Ali, one of those famous boxers, where everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. Well, he's kind of getting at that here. Like you can plan your whole life and then never end up living that life. Or you can have a combination of some thoughtful planning, put the initial plan into action, and get to it. And don't procrastinate on it. If it's something you really truly care for, maybe you don't actually care to go volunteer out in the community or join a hiking club. So then I would ask, well, why do you tell people, and why do you tell yourself, oh, this would be a good thing, if it's not actually true? And so there might be something to look at there, like what is it about? Is it the socialization, but you don't really like hiking? Do you love hiking, but you like doing it alone? So lots of things to look at there, but that's what he's getting at though. Quit the procrastinating. Figure out a plan. It doesn't have to be perfect. Get to it. Maybe you'll learn something along the way and you'll adjust your plan. I think if I say anything more, I'm just going to keep repeating myself over and over again. So thank you for listening, and that was this one.